Hello everyone, my name is Idiotic Synergy, and today we are talking about the Chaos Decimator Demon Engine, which is £50 and 50p. It doesn't include the guns, so you have to buy the guns separately. Now, I have seen this model be used a couple of times, and I like it. I do like the design, but it's from Forge World, and I know how flimsy fucking resin is. And yeah, I just heard horror stories about from people trying to assemble it. It ain't fun apparently, but it's a really solid unit to have in game. Also, you have to buy the guns separately, which, ooh boy, I'm just again, it's you hear horror stories, but it's a really good unit. And yeah, I've never played against somebody using this, but I have seen people play against each other using this unit, like friends of mine and stuff. It's a glorious fucking thing. I'm glad that more people are using it because, you know, as much as I love Dreadnoughts, it's nice to see another Demon Engine get some love. That isn't just a Dreadnought, though Dreadnoughts are awesome. Fight me. Dreadnoughts are just perfect in every single way. Especially the older box noughts, but we won't get into that. Basically, this is what sculpt looks like. It's a very nice sculpt. It's a very nice unit. So, there isn't a lot I can say. I don't really know what the guns do, so let's go and have a look at the rules. I do like this though. I do like the details in like the skull here and the helmet. That's all quite good. I do like how fucked up it looks, like battle damaged. It's such a cool model, such a cool model. But I don't know the backstory behind the Demon Engine about the Decimator, because it seems like a regular dreadnought or one of the Custodes dreadnoughts, but just mutated. Though I could be wrong. I could be so wrong on that. I really want to know how these guys are made. Seriously, they just look really fucking cool and terrifying. And yeah, I love the paint scheme. Nice corn paint scheme there. Anyway, let's get into the rules, shall we? So, this is the rules for the Decimator, and his stats are quite good, at clocking in at 160 points. He is surprisingly cheap, and surprisingly cheerful, and quite good. His movement is 9, which is quite fast, surprisingly so. Weapon skill and ballistic skill is a 3. And of course, over time, if he gets injured more and more, it obviously decays because he's got 12 wounds. Strength and toughness 7, attacks 5, leadership 8, save of a 3. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. But we look at his guns and they're alright. They're alright. They're not my favourite. I much prefer just the claw, but that's just me. The Butcher Cannon is a solid choice though. Heavy 4, Strength 7, AP -2, Damage 2, Range 36, and yeah, it's just decent, innit? You can just shoot 8 shots into them. It's quite good. It's quite a decent gun. The Decimator Conversion Beamer is an odd choice, and I like it, but it's weird. Because I thought at short range it would be more powerful. That's not what happens here. It's you basically have to use this as a sniper, because it's most effective when you're out of when you're out of short range. Which, considering how fast it moves, and how small the game boards are, this weapon seems really odd. But anyway, long range is its best weapon profile. They all fire D3. Basically, it's strength 8, AP -3, damage 4, and it's blast. That's quite good. That is very good. But saying that, the medium range and anything to sniff at either. And probably the one you're going to be firing most of the time. Strength 7, AP -2, damage 3. Again, that's quite good. A bit weird that it isn't. It's a bit weird that this isn't flipped, But there's probably a lore reason why the conversion beamer works better at long range than it does at short range. And you can fire it at 0 inches. Good for you. Yeah. But strength 6, AP -1, damage 2. That's still quite good, but again, it seems weird that the long range isn't the worst one and the short range is. And it just seems weird, but you know, you do you. If you want the conversion beamer, I ain't gonna stop you. I ain't your dad. The Hell Flamer is just a flamer, mate. There ain't a lot I can say. Strength 5, AP -1, damage 2 though, so it can burn through Space Marines quite easily. And it automatically hits because it is a flamer. What did you expect? Now, the Soul Burner is a weird fucking weapon, and I don't know if I like it or not. It's plus 10 points, Assault 2d3, Strength 1, no AP, damage 1. However, if you shoot it, and if any unmodified hit rolls of 1 are made for the attacks with this weapon, the bearer suffers 1 mortal wound after shooting with this weapon. And then, when you get onto the wound roll, you just need to roll a 2 or more, and it inflicts 1 mortal wound on the target, and the attack sequence ends. Now, that is... I don't know if I like that or not. I don't know if I like that or not. I mean, granted, it is possible to equip it with 2, and just have it run at people with 2 of these and just get mortal wounds off. But it just seems odd. Because it doesn't automatically hit. So you still have to hit using the ballistic skill. And if it gets down here and you've just got 2 soul burners, then you're kind of fucked. Because you're missing and you're gonna mortal wound yourself. Especially if you get I don't know, 6 hits with it. And you can have 2 of these things, so maximum 12 shots. It's, if you're lucky, it's just a weird weapon, and I kind of like it and I kind of don't. The Soul Laser, I think, is a waste of time. It's an Assault 6 weapon, so 6 shots. But Strength 6, AP -2, damage 1. You might as well just take the regular cannons. Or the conversion beamer. I just... the Storm Laser doesn't do anything for me. It really doesn't. I mean, sure, 6 shots is good, but... yeah, the Butcher Cannon's kind of better. And the Decimator Claw, which is probably my favourite weapon. It's strength 2 times 2d6, so strength 14, AP -3, damage 3, and you can have 2 of these. And if you do have 2 of them, you get an additional 1 attack with 1 Decimator Claw. That's quite good. So you could have 6... hang on, it says 1. But I assume that goes for both. It makes 1 additional attack with 1 Decimator Claw. So I guess that it only takes you to attack 6. But then again, or 7. 6 or 7, that's a lot of attacks. And if you're on the high profile, which you probably are, you're basically a monster. And you can rip people to shreds. It's a brilliant little weapon, this. And I can see people combining this with Night Lords to just hold people in place. But I prefer my Chaos Spawn. Anyway, I do like the Decimator. The Decimator is a solid... It's just a solid unit, isn't it? It's a really nice, solid unit that I can see people use. And I have seen people use it. It's quite good. I'm just a bit confused about the conversion beamer, but that's just me. And the Soul Burner, I don't know if it's decent or not. I got a feeling it is because you can do a shit ton of mortal wounds. But it's not an auto-hit weapon. It's not an auto-hit weapon. You still have to hit, and if you're on the lower profiles, then that's where things might get a bit tricky for you. But I have been Idiotic Synergy. Oh, and I forgot to mention that it explodes. Because of course it does. On a 6, any unit within 6 inches suffers D3 mortal wounds. Or mortal wound. It's mortal wounds. Anyway, yeah, that's all I have to say. It's quite a decent weapon. A decent unit. I quite like it. Though it's fucking pricey because it's from Forge World. But I do like it. And I've been Idiotic Synergy. I hope you enjoyed. And remember, take care and look after each other, yeah? Because it's a crazy world out there. Especially, dear, getting the train late at night isn't, well, it's fun, but you just sort of have to be careful. See you later, and bye for now.